All right. Hey, man, we are here with Steve Pena from Killstorm, another great band out of San Antonio, Texas, courtesy of the lovely Rachel Martinez. She gets us a lot of really good bands out of San Antonio, man. So introduce yourself and tell us what Killstorm's all about.
Hello. How y'all doing out there? My name is Steve Pena. I'm the bass player for Killstorm. We've been out here for a little while. We're writing and doing some good shows. And I'm happy to be on your show.
Well, we're glad to have you, man. Like I said, Rachel's really been hooking us up with some great bands out of San Antonio, and we're trying to expose them to the world because, in my opinion, the majority of the bands that I've heard out of San Antonio are kicking some ass.
Yeah, they sure are. Right now, there's a big explosion on the metal scene in San Antonio as far as original music.
Right.
I've been performing for a good while now, and there was a big explosion in the late 90s and somewhat early 2000s. And then it kind of died out, and now there's a resurgence with the original material, and there's a lot of really, really good bands that are coming out right now.
Yeah. And I'm awesome to have Rachel to clue us into all this because I really had no idea that this wonderful scene was going on over there in Texas. So
yeah, it's going up.
Tell us about Killstorm. How did you guys get together? Give us the rundown. Give us a little history of Killstorm.
Well, I was taking a hiatus from my other original band called Beyond Black for a little while, and I found myself not doing anything, and I started looking for some members. I ran into our lead guitar player, Scott Soto, at a reunion show for Carry On, and we started talking and getting together. We realized that together we can write some good stuff. So we went forth auditioning additional members, drummers and guitar players, singers and stuff, and we found Raymond on drums, which is a valuable asset to the band. He's a really good lyricist, awesome drummer. And then I went back to some of my history and I brought back some members that from bands that I've been in before. Mr. Rob Steele on vocals. He was with me on a band called Bitter Harvest, and we did 2 CDs back in the 90s. And then I found Roger Descendants, which was the same thing. He was from Bitter Harvest, and he also did one of the CDs with me in Beyond Black. So, I brought some old blood with some new blood, and we created Killstorm, and we've been writing for the last year and doing shows and getting ready to go to the studio
here. What studio are you going to? Give him some props, man.
There's a studio in San Antonio called Monster Studios. Right. Keith Prowse is the engineer there, and, I'll be honest, I've been there throughout the Beyond Black days and stuff, so I really don't want to go into any other studio but him.
Right.
He's really good. And, yeah, he's really, really good. He's one of the best engineers in San Antonio, and he knows his stuff, and then he's a really good productionist. So we're waiting for him to open up a spot for us to go in and record some stuff with him.
So he's a pretty busy guy. He stays working in the business. That's good.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's done a lot of local bands. He's done some national bands as well, and he's really, really good.
That's excellent. See, I'm in the greater Nashville area, and I've been here for a long time. So that stuff's a way of life here. You know what I'm saying? There's like at least 300-400 studios in Nashville. So it's like, And it's really important to find one that you're comfortable in, because that's when when you're relaxed and comfortable, that's when the best music comes out.
Yeah, it sure does. When you've gone somewhere and you know the equipment and you know the style of the productionist, it's real easy to get a product that you want and how you want it to sound. So yeah, we're definitely waiting for Keith to open up the spot for us, and we'll have something recorded professionally here pretty soon.
Cool. Now, is this your first or second Killstorm record?
This would be our first Killstorm record.
First Killstorm, okay. So now, what makes Killstorm different than the other bands you've been in?
Killstorm was more of a baby project that I created with Scott Soto. You know, I kind of like lured him in, and you know, there was a big explosion on tribute bands in San Antonio, and like nobody wanted to do originals, but they wanted to do tribute bands. So I kind of like told him, hey, let's put together, let's do a Sabotage tribute band. And he was all for it, but when we got to the room, I was like, hey, now let's kind of write some material instead. And we did, and you know, Scott's like an awesome guitar player. He's a really, really good riff writer. And together we were able to start writing some stuff pretty quick. And you know, that's when we said, well, no, let's create an original project. And we went on from there. And you know, with Rob and Raymond and Roger completing the band, you know, it was a matter of time of getting back out in the shows and you know, getting back on the scene in San Antonio, and you know, immediately we were put on front of national acts because the material is good. It's got a Sabotage, Iron Maiden type of feel to it.
Right.
Something totally different than what I've done and my previous band Beyond Black. But I mean, it's good. It's really good.
So, what would you say would set Killstorm apart from all the other incredible bands in San Antonio?
The thing with Killstorm is that if the riff sounds power metal or, you know, progressive or new age, we really don't put it down. Like, you know, we're not trying to counteract like, hey, we're just going to sound like this. We just, whatever riff comes out, we attack it and we put our flavor on it. And, you know, so, and our set, you got some power metal stuff. You got some straightforward metal, you know, kind of metal church, you know, grinding thrash stuff. And then you also have some ballady stuff that's really, really good in there. So, you know, I think what sets us apart is that we try to not put any limits in our writing. We just you know, create what's coming out and what's coming out naturally. And so far, so good. You know, we've gotten a great response with the shows that we've done on the material. So I think that's kind of what sets us apart a little bit.
Yeah. So are you I get from what you've been saying that your main influence would be Sabotage and Metal Church, that realm of that.
Yeah, it sure is.
Okay. So
yeah, Sabotage, Metal Church, kind of Chris and Glory, you know, Halloween type of stuff.
Excellent. So, there's some weird noise in the background. It sounds like digital garble.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. So, now you're a veteran of the metal scene here. So, tell me some of the craziest stuff you've ever seen dealing directly with a metal show.
Oh man, it's like I've done so much.
Or something has to stand out in your mind. Something has to be like,
well, back in the Bitter Harvest days, we were opening up for King Diamond at the White Rabbit on the House of God tour. And you know, we did the show and we had some free merch to give out. And my dumb butt threw the shirts too high, and they got caught up on the rafters, right? So there's a couple of T-shirts hanging from the rafters. Well, as we were tearing down for the next band to play, people started making a pyramid on top of each other to get those T-shirts from up there. And it was so awesome, man, just to see people actually make a pyramid to get to the rafters to get those T-shirts that I threw up too high. And
the only
yeah,
pyramid,
that was something really cool.
The only pyramid I've ever seen was at it was on a video. It was people Iron Maiden trying to catch Nico McBrain's symbol that he threw out. That's the only time I've ever seen a pyramid form. So that is incredible.
Yeah, that's one of the things that stand out. You know, other things I've gotten to open up with great bands like Faith Warning and Sabotage and who knows, Wasp. I've done a lot of great shows. So, but that one with the pyramid with the rafters is kind of got to really, really stick out there.
Yeah, that sounds like it was incredible, man. So when it comes to writing, are you the main songwriter? I mean, how does the writing process work for Killstorm?
Well, mainly our two guitar players will bring a riff. Either Scott or Roger will bring a riff to the band, and together, I pretty much produce it as far as arranging the counts and the changes and stuff like that. I'll add a voice, to it, and a couple of changes, and together collectively we will finish the song. So it's not like just one person writes everything. Somebody might start with a riff, but the whole band contributes to it. Of course, Raymond, the drummer, contributes his drumming part as well as a lot of the lyrics on there. He's a really, really good lyricist, and he contributes a lot on that part. And Rob Steele contributes on the melody for the songs, and together we write, we write the songs. So I think that's what kind of sticks out on our writing, that it's not just one guy's point of view on the song. It's like all of us collectively getting the song done, and it's really great. It's really easy to write a song with Killstorm.
That's awesome, man. So you're on your first record, so I probably would predict that you guys would get twice as tight on your second routing.
Yeah, we got some more, a little bit more progressive stuff coming up for a later record. Roger, is bringing a little bit more, kind of Avenged Sevenfold type stuff, but still has an old feel to it.
Right.
To the table, and we've already written some of those songs already, and they're coming out really, really great. But we just, like I said, anything that comes up, if the riff is great and it's groovy, and we just tack it, and so far it's been really, really great, especially with this band.
Well, outstanding. And it sounds like you guys all get along real well, and that's kind of rare in a band nowadays where everyone gets along wonderfully.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I got history with Rob and Roger in the band, and Scott's a newcomer. He's a lot younger than us, but he's very mature. He's got everything down, and we all got steady jobs and stuff, but we still get our things done, and we do it in as best as we can, and we've gotten great response on what we're doing, so we're going to continue going, as far as we can.
Okay, now you got a pretty big gig coming up here with Savior from Anger.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that, because I've seen some other bands that we've had on the Clam Show are doing that. Bifist and Treya.
Yeah, we should do. Savior from Anger is doing a tour right now under Blue Steel Records, and they'll be coming through Texas by the way of Houston and then San Antonio. So June 30th, we will be in Houston at Concrete Pub North, and Bifist as well from San Antonio will be there, and Trejo from San Antonio will also be there. And of course, just from direct support.
Pure Steel Records has been a big, has been involved with Metalheadradio for a long time. They're actually on our main front page. If you go to the metalheadradio.com, you'll see them all over the place. Pure Steel Records, they're pretty badass.
Yeah, and actually, I'm trying to, shop myself to them, as far as Killstorm and stuff. So,
right.
We want to do really, really well on these shows. On July 1st, the tour will move to San Antonio, and Killstorm is on the direct support to Savior from Anger, and Trejo and Shotgun Vendetta from San Antonio.
So
it's that show.
That show is you're doing it in Houston and in San Antonio?
Yes, it'll be it's just a mini tour. June 30th, Houston, and July 1st will be in San Antonio.
Well, that's outstanding. And sounds like we're in a video.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm at a restaurant just trying to.
Yeah, it sounds like we're doing a video game there.
Hey, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Simon Ortega from Chronic Productions out of San Antonio. He's the one that's putting all this together. He's like one of the best producers. I mean, there in San Antonio, he's done a lot of great shows. He's given Killstorm the opportunity to open up for many Piercer artists like Omen and stuff. So, you know, Save It from Anger and stuff. So we really appreciate him and what he's doing for the metal scene there in San Antonio.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Now, when it comes to your writing, what kind of topics do you like to tackle, or does your band like to get involved in?
Well, obviously, you know, we're called Killstorm, and we kind of have a medieval style kind of topic, but we don't necessarily stay in that realm. But we kind of, you know, we go in and out of that. We got a song called Seize the Flag. We have a song called Madman. We had a song called Horizon. We got Mind's Revenge. So it's a lot of kind of medieval topics, but, you know, directly and indirectly.
Excellent. So, okay, well, what we like to do here is go ahead and give everybody, you know, tell everybody where they can find everything Killstorm. So tell everybody where they can find Killstorm.
Well, right now we just have a Facebook page. You can find us in Killstorm on Facebook. And, you know, we're also with, you know, linked to the Simon Ortega, the Chronic Productions website. You know, you can find us in a lot of the shows. As far as our merch right now, we have merch that I think it's called Herbs Records and San Antonio.
Herbs Hut?
Yeah, Herbs Hut in San Antonio.
Yeah.
We have merch there, and then, of course, at every show that we do. So, you know, right now we're pretty much just limited to that, but we're just about to explode and get some more avenues to put our music out there.
All right. Well, the last thing we do before we wrap this up is we got to get you to throw us a bumper. So get ready for this. So this you'd be like, hey, this is Steve Pena from Killstorm, and you're listening to the Bearded Clam Show on metalheadradio.com. Think you can do it?
Not a problem.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
Hey, this is Steve Pena from Killstorm. You are listening to the Bearded Clam Metal Show at metalheadradio.com.
All right, man. Excellent. So I'm going to let you get back to your dinner there, and I don't want to keep you from your family too long. So thanks for calling in, brother, and we'll be playing your music here as soon as you get it to good old Rachel Martinez there. We'll be getting it, and keep a lookout on the Bearded Clam Show Facebook for when this is going to air, okay?
Okay, cool.
All right, brother. Have a good meal.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is DJ Nova telling you to tune in to the Bearded Clam Show Friday nights at 8 on metalheadradio.com. Come jam out with your clam out.